Have you ever experienced something so shocking or terrifying that it left a lasting impact on your mental health? Trauma is defined as an emotional response to any event that threatens one's life or safety. Hello viewers, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today in this video we will talk about trauma and post-traumatic stress disorders. However, before we dive into the video, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. So let's get started. What is trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder? Trauma is a psychological and emotional response to an event that causes intense stress, fear, or helplessness in the individual. Trauma can result from a variety of experiences including accidents, natural disasters, physical or sexual assault, combat experiences, or witnessing violence. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a mental health condition that develops after experiencing or witnessing traumatic events. PTSD symptoms can be severe and long-lasting and can have a significant impact on an individual's daily life. Symptoms of PTSD may include flashbacks of the traumatic event, nightmares, anxiety attacks, avoidance behaviors towards people or places associated with the trauma experience, as well as negative changes in mood such as feelings of detachment from others. The effects of trauma are not always immediately evident. They may manifest years later. Thus, it is crucial for individuals who have experienced trauma to seek professional help if they're struggling with symptoms related to their past experiences. Seeking therapy early on will increase chances of successful recovery. Types of trauma. Trauma can take many different forms, and there are various types of trauma that people may experience. One common type is acute trauma, which occurs as a result of a single event or series of events that happen suddenly and unexpectedly. Another type of trauma is chronic trauma, which develops over time from ongoing experiences such as abuse, neglect, or prolonged exposure to stressful situations. This can be particularly damaging because it wears down an individual's ability to cope with stress. Developmental trauma is another form of trauma that occurs during childhood when a person experiences traumatic events such as neglect, abuse, or separation from caregivers. The impacts of developmental trauma can manifest throughout one's lifetime in the form of emotional instability and problems with relationships. Complex PTSD refers to cases where individuals have experienced multiple traumas over a prolonged period, typically stemming from childhood into adulthood. These include physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, as well as domestic violence. Understanding the different types of trauma is essential for recognizing symptoms and seeking professional help towards recovery. Symptoms of trauma. Symptoms of trauma can manifest in both physical and emotional ways. On a physical level, someone who has experienced trauma may have trouble sleeping or eating, experience panic attacks or headaches, and exhibit fatigue or other body pain. Emotionally, the symptoms can be more complex and varied. A person struggling with trauma may feel anxious or depressed without knowing why, have difficulty focusing on everyday tasks due to intrusive thoughts about the traumatic event, and avoid situations that remind them of their past experiences. These symptoms are often interconnected and can create a cycle of distress for those experiencing trauma. It's important to note that not everyone will display every symptom listed above. People react differently to traumatic events depending on their individual experiences. Seeking professional support from trained therapists is an effective way to better understand the symptoms you may be experiencing, as well as how best to manage them moving forward. With help, it is possible for individuals facing PTSD to reclaim control over their lives again. Causes of trauma. Trauma can be caused by a variety of events and experiences that overwhelm an individual's ability to cope. The most common cause of trauma is experiencing or witnessing a life-threatening event, such as natural disasters, accidents, acts of violence, or abuse. Childhood trauma can also have lasting effects on mental health in adulthood. Neglect, emotional or physical abuse during childhood can lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, later in life. Other causes of trauma may include sudden loss or major life changes like divorce and job loss. For example, individuals who have been diagnosed with a chronic illness may experience ongoing feelings of distress that could lead to PTSD. Additionally, people who work in high-stress jobs such as first responders and military personnel are more susceptible to experiencing traumatic events, leading to PTSD. The causes of trauma vary widely depending on each person's unique experiences. It's important for individuals who are struggling with symptoms related to their past traumatic experiences seek professional help from qualified therapists and counselors. Treatment for trauma. The treatment for trauma is crucial in helping individuals who have experienced traumatic events to recover and move on with their lives. There are different types of treatments available, depending on the severity and duration of symptoms. One common type of therapy is cognitive behavioral therapy, which involves identifying negative thoughts and beliefs related to the traumatic event and replacing them with more positive ones. This can be helpful in reducing anxiety, depression, and other PTSD symptoms. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing is another effective treatment that uses eye movements or other forms of bilateral stimulation to help patients process traumatic memories. It has been found to be particularly useful for people who have experienced sexual assault or combat-related trauma. Medications such as antidepressants may also be prescribed to help manage symptoms associated with PTSD, including depression, anxiety, and insomnia. In addition to these therapies, many people find it helpful to participate in support groups or peer counseling programs. These can provide a safe space for individuals to share their experiences with others who have gone through similar traumas. Seeking professional help from a mental health provider trained in trauma therapy is essential for those struggling with PTSD or other trauma-related disorders. With proper care and support, it's possible for individuals affected by trauma to heal and regain control over their lives. Conclusion: trauma is a common experience that can lead to the development of post-traumatic stress disorder. It can occur as a result of various events, including physical or emotional abuse, natural disasters, accidents, and military combat. Symptoms of trauma may vary depending on the type of event experienced by an individual. However, they typically involve feelings of anxiety, depression, and fear that can be triggered by anything associated with the traumatic event. The good news is that there are effective treatments available for individuals struggling with PTSD and other related disorders. These treatments include talk therapy, medication management, and exposure therapy. If you or someone you know has been affected by trauma or PTSD, it's important to seek help from a healthcare professional who specializes in this area. With proper care and support, it's possible to overcome these challenges and move forward towards healing and recovery. So this was our today's video. I hope you all liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and also share it with your friends and family. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.